At Sam Houston looking to avenge last year's loss to New Mexico State 27-13. Says the team will come in with a business-like approach this afternoon. They know it's homecoming, but they have to take care of business on the field in this Conference USA opener.
And on the other side of the field, Tony Sanchez in his first year here. Used to be the head coach at UNLV, and now he is here in his first season with the Aggies in Las Cruces. So just about ready for action. Kick on the way, and it's going to be deep. We'll go over the head of Zach Verbachik and go out to the end zone. So the Sam Houston Bearcats will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line under the direction of junior quarterback Hunter Watson from Salina, Texas, transfer from Iowa Western Community College, where he picked up a junior college world championship last year. Last week, 15 of 23 for 163, 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Also rushed for 45 yards. Bearcats will send 2 to the top of the formation and 1 down at the bottom. In motion, the tight end Sohn. Oh, almost picked off. They were setting up the wide receiver screen and jumping the gun and almost taking it. Was Nick Sessions, the safety. He read that one perfectly. But as they used to say in the old days, Ken, that's why he plays defense.
Well, hey, we talked about it already in the open. The defensive staff for New Mexico State, they are well versed on what Sam Houston State wants to run. Former defensive coordinator Joe Morris is now on the other side with the Aggies, and he called that first defensive play perfectly.
It'll be a running play for Watson here on 2nd down and 10. He'll get across the 25 out near the 27-yard line before he will go down. Tackle made there by Sone Aupiu. Pick up 7 for Watson on the quarterback keeper, leave him with 3rd down and 2. And just where you want to be if you're offensive coordinator Brad Cornelison.
Yeah, 3rd and short is definitely where you want to be. You give the entire playbook an opportunity to succeed.
Sohn again comes in motion. Toss sweep on the near side, and running out of room is Ducker, and he runs out of bounds for a loss back to the 30-yard line. They tried to go into the short side of the field, and the Lobos were all over that and gave Ducker no place to go with the football.
Yeah, they came to the short side. Great job stretching and used that sideline as a 12th defender, and a great job by New Mexico State forcing a quick 3 and out against this Sam Houston State offense.
Jaden Cardell do the punting. And back deep to receive for New Mexico State is Jordan Smith. High spiraling kick. Smith takes it, no fair catch, eludes the first one, eludes the second one. Looking for room on the near sideline. He'll be tripped up at the 37-yard line. Good work on special teams there for the Bearcats by C.J. Johnson. But a nice return for Jordan Smith to give the Lobos from New Mexico State good field position with their first possession of the ball game. Just underway here. We've only played 1 minute and 18 seconds.
But we're going to see a lot of shakeup on this offensive line of New Mexico State.
They'll go back a little bit. A holding call on the punt return. So that'll take away some of the field position that the Lobos were going to have.
So this offensive line is going to be remade for this ball game for the Aggies. Their starting left tackle, Shayez Pete, he has not played at all this year. Out with an ankle injury. He's missed the entire season, former conference, all-conference USA. But now their center, Kanan Yarrow, is also out today. He will be replaced by the left guard, A.J. Vupulu, who will move from left guard to center.
So it'll be interesting to watch the snaps as this goes on. And the quarterback is Parker Awad. Running play on 1st down for Seth McGowan. He's got no place to go. Bearcats all over it. He'll be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And let me check that. I believe that is Santino Marucci who's the quarterback and not Parker Awad.
Well, we were told we would see both quarterbacks.
It is Santucci.
We would see both quarterbacks here today for New Mexico State. Marucci is the backup transfer from Wake Forest.
On 2nd and 10, wants to throw it in the flat, down low, caught, but he is buried back there. Coming up strong on the defense was Amon Allen. Allen making the tackle on TJ Pride, and it's going to be a loss back to the 25-yard line is where we're going to mark him. So it'll be 3rd down and 12.
This is not where you want your backup quarterback who's getting the start for the first time this season to be staring down a Bearcat defense in 3rd and long.
They'll send 3 receivers to the top of the formation. Lee McGowan in the backfield with him. Marucci forced out of the pocket. On the run, pump fake and a pull it and get knocked out of bounds by Kavion Gaither, shy of the 30-yard line. We have punting situation, so a 3 and out for the Sam Houston defense.
You know, both defenses doing an outstanding job here on their opening possessions. You see that offensive line not able to hold up, forces the quarterback, rumbles out to the right, and Gaither able to push him out of bounds, and a good job by that Bearcat defense to start.
George Eberle will do the punting, and Amon Allen back deep for the Bearcats. Low kick. Allen lets hit, get inside the 30-yard line. Not much of a run. It'll bounce back to about the 26-yard line, so the Bearcats will get it right about where they had it the first time. So each team has had the ball once. Nothing doing here in Huntsville. Back here at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, just underway here in the first quarter. Each team has had the ball once. Each team has gone 3 and out. Bearcats will take it for the second time at their own 27-yard line. Corvez Humphreys, the top of the formation, solo. He's been the big wide receiver through the first 3 weeks for the Bearcats. But it's going to be a rollout near side. Hunter Watson throwing. He's got a man, Idei, and it hit the helmet of the defensive back, Keontae Glinton. Glinton wasn't looking, but it hit him in the back of the helmet, and it bounced away from Idei to negate what could have been a long reception.
Yeah, you see just a little rollout. Getting her outside of the pocket, one-on-one coverage downfield, and yeah, just doinking right out of bounds. Good coverage by Glinton, better coverage by his helmet.
2nd down and 10 for the Bearcats. Watson looks over a 4-man front. Running play for Ducker going left side. He'll power his way across the 30 to about the 32-yard line for a pickup of 5.
It's a Sam Houston offense that averages 167 yards per game on the ground, averaging nearly 4 yards a pop. Looking at a 3rd down and medium now. Had a 3rd and short on their first possession, could not convert. See what they can do here on 3rd and 5.
Slot to the bottom of the formation. Watson will want to throw. Blitz coming. Steps up in the pocket. Throws incomplete at the 40-yard line. Good coverage on Quavez Humphrey. The coverage there from DeCarrick Hobbs. Oh, that's one of the Sam Houston guys. So he knows a little bit about Quavez Humphrey. Even though Humphrey missed last year with a foot injury, he knows what kind of player he is from being around here last year. Watch for matchups like that as this game goes on.
Absolutely, and a good call by defensive coordinator Joe Morris. He spent 3 years at Sam Houston, 2 as defensive coordinator, and now he's the DC with the Aggies, and he knows this Sam Houston offense very well.
Second punt of the ball game for Jaden Cardell. Fair catch called for and made at the 26-27-yard line by Jordan Smith. So it'll be the second possession coming up for New Mexico State. Their starting quarterback, Parker Awad, for the first 3 games of the season, didn't play very much, surrendered to the backup quarterback, Deuce Hogan, last week in their ball game against Fresno State. But toward the end of the ball game, Hogan broke his collarbone, and that brought in Santino Marucci, and Marucci, who's a transfer from Wake Forest, gets the start in today's ball game. So 1st and 10 for the Aggies from their own 27. Marucci throws it out in the flat. Caught across the 30. Has the first down and more as he's across the 40-yard line out to about the 42-yard line. And that is a strong run for TJ Pride after the catch.
Well, look, Tom, what they're going to try to do with Marucci is make the game very simple. He's going to have a simplified game plan, throwing it out to his wide receivers in the flat. Try to get his confidence up. This is a kid that did not join the program until the summer. So he's still trying to grasp the offense of Tyler Wright and company, so they're going to simplify this game plan for him.
On 1st and 10, Marucci wants to throw again down the far sideline. Has a man inside the 40-yard line in Sam Houston territory. Did he catch it? No. They say he did not have control as he went out of bounds. Took a shot. It was P.J. Johnson on the reception.
But a great job here. I think it's Caleb Weaver who's going to break up that football. Yes, Caleb Weaver comes over, the redshirt junior out of Jersey Village High School in Houston. Did an outstanding job, and he's been a tremendous player so far this year. Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week last week.
Quarterback draw for Santucci across the 45, trying to get to midfield. Will be stopped at about the 49-yard line. Coming up for the secondary to make the stop, it was Weaver coming up to make the stop. Also had some help from Isaiah Cash. They mark him shy of the 49. It'll be 3rd down and about 3. Santucci wants the quick throw, has it inside Bearcat territory at the 45-yard line. Complete to the tight end, Jerry Lydian.
See it here from the end zone angle. Just a quick 3-step drop. Fires it across the middle. And look, Marucci is a big kid, 6'1", 215-pound junior, and he can put some mustard on that football.
First drive of the game for either team. Aggies now in Sam Houston territory at the 46. Marucci throws it out. Ball caught for short yardage out inside the 45 to the 44. Amon Allen, the first man on the receiver. And number 7 against number 7, that was Latrell Neville with the catch.
And Bryson Hayes with the stop on the outside out of Huntsville, right here in his hometown with the Huntsville High School. Comes up with the big stop, minimum gain. But you see the game plan for the Aggies. Get the ball on the perimeter and try to make these receivers do something in the open field.
Jet sweep and is going nowhere. Stopped for a loss of 1 back at the 45-yard line. The hit came behind the line of scrimmage for the Bearcats, and that was David Fisher who made the initial hit. And then the cavalry came to make sure there was no gain on the play as they tried to jet sweep to Monte Watkins.
Yeah, Fisher coming up to make that stop. Got past the defender. Jordan Smith was outside trying to make the block, but a great job by Fisher to kind of snake underneath him and make the stop.
Empty backfield. Watkins goes in motion. They fake to him. Marucci wants to throw down the sideline. Ball. Did he catch it? Yes. What a catch by Lydian. Took a shot as he made the catch. She's a little shaken up on the play, but hung on for the first down at the 30-yard line on a 15-yard pickup.
That's like a collision between a Mack truck and an 18-wheeler out there outside the numbers, but a great grab by the big tight end, Ledette. Aggies continue to move the chains now, approaching the red zone.
On 1st and 10 for the Sam Houston 30. Marucci in trouble. Going to try and scramble out of the pocket. Will gain a yard, maybe 2, before he goes down. First hit from Kendrick DeJure. They'll spot him at the 29-yard line where the knee touched. So a 1-yard pickup for Marucci.
But new Bearcat defensive coordinator Skylar Cassidy said, look, I've seen enough. He sent the blitz that time to put some pressure on the young quarterback, forced him to pull it down, only able to pick up a yard.
2nd down and 9 for the Aggies. Marucci wants to throw. Caught at the line of scrimmage and down. A flag behind the line of scrimmage. Marucci goes flying. His helmet comes off. Could have a late hit against Kavian Gaither.
Yeah, that's going to be roughing the passer. Gaither came on a linebacker blitz, and he got too high into the neck and helmet area of the quarterback, and that's going to be a penalty every time.
Oh, and the initial call is targeting. And if it's targeting, you put the leader of the Sam Houston defense on the bench for almost the entire game.
Wow.
So we'll watch a replay here, but replay official Johnny Price will look it over up in the booth. Hey, that's not where the targeting happened. That was Cash making the tackle.
Here we go. This is a better angle here.
Now watch Marucci, and here comes Gaither. You know, the camera went away from him, so it's going to be hard to determine unless we get a better camera angle than that.
And the problem is it's targeting on the field. So if we don't have a camera angle good enough to overturn
the call
it,
on the field stays.
It could be a problem for Sam Houston State.
The pass was completed to Mike Washington, but he was tackled at the line of scrimmage. But the big development is the possible targeting call against Kavion Gaither, the senior inside linebacker for the Sam Houston State Bearcats. He's the man everybody rallies around.
He is the leader of that defense, as you mentioned, Tom, and it would be a critical loss if he's gone midway here in the first period.
And you do have a veteran who backs him up in Jalen Phillips, a guy who knows the defense, so it wouldn't hurt drastically, but still he doesn't have the wherewithal of Kavion Gaither. If he did, he'd be the starter. So our lead official, Reed Brotherton, looking. Let's see the high angle here. You see Gaither coming in.
Oh, that's pretty close.
It's pretty close
because he ducks his head.
It's pretty close. You know, it's in the upper shoulder pad, and did the top of the helmet get the face mask? If it did, then I think the targeting call is going to stay.
Yeah, he ducked his head, and you don't want to get the crown of your helmet into the head and neck area of the offensive player. And that's what
so
these
both
officials
teams are huddled up around their respective coaches out on the field at the numbers on either side. But Reed Brotherton, our lead referee, and replay official Johnny Price are the ones discussing what's going on here.
Meanwhile, Santino Marucci, 6 of 7 early in this ball game, 36 yards.
You know, he came in as a transfer from Wake Forest last year, got the start in one ball game, and last year was 12 of 21 for 151 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for the Demon Deacons. Now, this drive for New Mexico State started at their own 26-yard line. They've consumed 4 minutes off the clock, moving it down right now to the Sam Houston 29.
There is no foul play for targeting.
Yeah, we lost Reed Brotherton.
With an automatic first down.
So it's just a roughing the passer call and not a targeting. So of the two choices, the best one for the Bearcats. It'll walk the ball inside the 15-yard line for the New Mexico State Aggies, and they're set up in the red zone for the first time in today's ball game.
And this is a team, they haven't been in the red zone often, but once they get into the red zone, they've been perfect on the year. 6 of 6 conversion rate for the Aggies so far here in 2024.
They'll go pistol formation with Washington, the deep back. Now he moves up to the right shoulder. Marucci, flush to his right. He's just going to throw this one away. Well covered by the Sam Houston defense. Intended receiver was Cordell David.
Great job in the secondary, just forcing them outside the pocket, nowhere to go with the football. Smart play by Marucci. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to play another down.
One receiver to either side. Tight end and wing back on the near side here for the Aggies. 2nd down and 10. Just inside the 15. Marucci wants to throw it down the sideline and broken up, looking for David again. And he's covered there by David Fisher.
David Fisher has been very busy. They're picking on Fisher here over on that right side. The junior out of Pearland Dawson. And just a little fade pattern, one-on-one. Use that sideline as a 12th defender. Excellent job by Fisher in defense.
Not sure why they're picking on him. He's got an INT and 3 breakups on the season. So now it's 3rd down and 10 for the Aggies. This time they send Watkins to the top of the formation with 2 others. Marucci gets the snap. Throws deep down the middle and just airmailed his intended receiver. If that was the intended receiver was P.J. Johnson, P.J. would have had to been as big as Yao Ming to catch that thing.
Well, all three of those passes end up going either out of bounds or out of the end zone. Great pressure that time by Javion Leon, 6'3", 250-pound senior out of A-Leaf Hastings in Houston. Got the inside pressure, and New Mexico State, they come out firing. We thought they would be running the football in this first period.
Abraham Montano with the field goal try from 32 yards, and he is good. And we have our first score of the ball game. The Aggies from New Mexico State draw first blood on a 32-yard field goal for a 3-0 lead over Sam Houston. Kickoff on the way. We'll go halfway through the end zone and then out the back. So Sam Houston once again will start at the 25-yard line following a kickoff by the Aggies, who kicked off to start today's ball game. Had a look there at Zachar Bacik, veteran running back on this team, who has seen limited action with the developments of John Gentry and Jay Ducker coming over as a grad transfer, and DJ McKinney. See if Hunter Watson can crank things up. Watson, as we said, junior college transfer, has started every game for the Bearcats this season. On first down, going to be a run, slanting off the, it's going to be Watson who keeps, and he goes across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line. He fooled me with that one. That was great movement in the back.
Yeah, good job on the zone read, reading the defensive end. If the defensive end crashes down, you pull the football, go right around where he crashes down. Excellent job, pick up the first.
Watson rolls right, throws right. Ball caught by Noah Smith. He'll go out of bounds near the 45-yard line. So he stepped out at the 44. That's still going to be a 7-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 3. The Bearcats want to use a little tempo here.
Yeah, they're trying to get into a rhythm now. 2 3 and outs, and they're trying to get this offense cranked up.
For Smith, that's a catch in 23 consecutive games. On second and 3, Watson throwing, has a man crossing across. That's Smith. Took a shot as he got to the sideline from Dylan Early, but still the completion for Smith, good enough for the 1st and 10. So they pick up 7 the first time they connect. Now the ball goes to the 46-yard line. They get 8 the second time.
Good job by Smith coming across on the crossing route. He wanted to go deep. The outside receiver was bracketed by the corner and the safety. Went to the underneath route in Smith.
Bearcats' first trip into the red zone again. It's Watson keeping. He's got room at the 30. Look out, he could take it home. It's Hunter Watson from 46 yards for the touchdown. And Sam Houston answers the field goal with a touchdown drive of their own to take a 6-3 lead.
Well, a great job again. The zone read. This time he goes inside, and there's a gaping hole. The leverage was insufficient for the New Mexico State Aggies as they had all their leverage to the left of the defense. Hunter saw the big gaping hole to the right, and he's able to take it to the house.
Christian Pavon to try the PAT. Ball up on the way, and the kick is good. And with 5 minutes, 31 seconds to play in the first quarter, we've got a new score. It's Sam Houston 7 and New Mexico State 3. And you're back here at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, where the Sam Houston Bearcats answer a field goal from New Mexico State with a 4-play, 75-yard drive. It took just 1 minute and 5 seconds. The touchdown, a 46-yard run for Hunter Watson, his first rushing touchdown of the season. The Bearcats' 75-yard drive came after gaining just 10 yards in their first 2 possessions of the ball game.
Well, we saw them go up-tempo to keep that New Mexico State defense on their heels, try to wear them down, keep them from substituting, and they're able to strike for the big touchdown run.
Kickoff by Pavon. Watson will come down to the 3-yard line. And it's going to be taken there. On the run by Monte Watkins. Penalty marker comes flying in from the back. Marker's down here at the 37-yard line, but that's only because the official who saw the penalty could throw it that far. They're going to move it up. We'll wait for Reed Brotherton to tell us exactly what happened there, but I'm going to guess it's on the return team.
Well, here's what we did not expect to see from the New Mexico State offense here in this first period. So far, they've dropped back Santiago Marucci 13 times, only 2 designed running plays.
10-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
So the walk back goes to the 15-yard line. And see, coming in, they'd passed 74 times and run it 124 times. So you expect them to run the football, but what you were getting to, Ken, is that's not what happened so far.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to the short passing game. They've allowed 12 sacks. The offensive line has been somewhat remade this week due to injury, so they're going with the quick passing game. They don't want to challenge the inside pressure of Sam Houston State, so trying to get the ball on the perimeter to their skill position players.
Marucci keeps. He'll try and go up the middle and get a few yards on the play. I'll give him 2 up to the 17-yard line before he goes down. But the Sam Houston front four doing a pretty good job combining at the point of attack. Javon Leon leading the way there. Second down, we'll call it 8 for the Aggies here as we go under 5 minutes to play first quarter. Running play from McGowan. He'll stumble his way across the 20. Officials on the far side say the knee touchdown at the 21. So it'll leave the Aggies with a 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Good inside run by McGowan. 210 yards on the season, averaging just under 6 yards per carry. But they have a 3-headed monster in that backfield, and all 3 of those guys can carry the rock.
It's a big 3rd down coming up here for the Aggies. 3rd and 4 from their own 21. Marucci throws, ball batted at the line of scrimmage, and down it goes. That looked like a volleyball play.
Good job getting the big paws up. They say, look, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up, deflect the football.
It may have been Leon who got his paws on that one.
Let's see if we can see it here.
There was the spike. No, that's number 9. That's Richard Outland Jr. who got his hands on the ball. So now punting situation for George Eberle. Low driver taken on the run at the 30-yard line. Back to the 40, and that is Ife Adei on the return. And he'll take it across the 45 to about the 46-yard line. Nice 16-yard return on the low line drive punt.
A nice tackle that time by Angel Munoz on special teams at a Riverside High School in El Paso, and he's able to get an ankle and drop him at the 45-yard line. Could have been a much bigger return if not for that shoestring tackle.
You telling me it was Riverside High School in El Paso? I was waiting for you to tell me it was in California somewhere. So here we go. 1st and 10 Bearcats with a 7-3 lead. 4:07 left here in the opening quarter. This is DJ McKinney trying to sweep left. Got a block to midfield. And inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line goes DJ McKinney for the Bearcats, the young freshman running back out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Watch the misdirection here. You'll see the guard and tackle, a guard and center come pull to the right, and then the play goes back left side, again out leveraging the Aggie defense.
Hunter Watson wants to throw on 1st down, and is it intercepted?
Yes.
I think so. Yes, it is. Turnover. The interception coming from Josiah Cox. Cox is senior from San Diego, transfer from Arizona State.
Josiah Cox is one of the leaders in that secondary, maybe the best player in that secondary unit. Strong safety, as you mentioned, Tom, transfer from Arizona State, comes over to make the INT. He is the highest graded player in that New Mexico State secondary, and you saw why as he's playing a little center field there and comes up with the INT.
It was Ife Adei who had the defensive back beaten, but because the safety Cox read the play, he was able to come over and make the INT. So turnover for the Bearcats puts the ball right back into the hands of the Aggies, but again, they're deep in their own territory, starting for the 2nd straight drive at their own 15-yard line. Santino Marucci has gone the distance at quarterback so far. Got Seth McGowan behind him in the pistol. Blitz coming for the Bearcats. Run up the middle for McGowan. He'll get across the 20 to about the 22-yard line before he was finally brought down. Tackle made there for the Bearcats by Jalen Jimerson. But a nice 7-yard run on 1st down for McGowan.
And again, new center in the ball game, or I should say new center moving over from left guard to center is A.J. Vapulu, and he gets a good interior block there to Spring McGowan for a nice 7-yard gain on first down.
Second down, 3 for the Aggies now. Swing it out of the backfield for McGowan. On the run, has the first down across the 25 and flipped out of his feet to the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Amon Allen. But that's going to be another 6-yard gain, I believe. We got an injured player down here for the Bearcats back at the 20-yard line. And that player is not happy as he is pounding the turf with his right fist.
Yeah, he got cut. I think that was Matthew Abrasia, 6'3", 295 pounds, and he got cut at the line of scrimmage. And that's a dangerous play. I'm not sure if it was a high-low, but he came in and he got cut low by one of the offensive linemen or either the tailback, and he is in pain.
He is not a happy camper. Aribasala is a junior from Cedar Hill, Texas. Went to Air Force Prep. We're coming here to...
That's Mason 93, 6'3", 295-pound grad student out of Allen, Texas.
Gowan comes up on the left shoulder. Fake it to him. Marucci wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Ball hung up in the air. Isaiah Cash with the interception at the 42. Has a convoy back the other way. Bounced off a man and dives to about the 34-yard line in New Mexico State territory. That ball may have been deflected just a little bit as it was let go by Marucci. It hung in the air, and Seth Cash says, thank you very much.
Well, I think it was 33, Kendrick DeJour coming off the right edge. Watch the right side of that line, getting the pressure. Boom. Forces the errant throw right into the hands of Cash. And it's Cash money coming back the other way inside Aggie territory as the Bearcats set up shop at the 35.
How long were you waiting to say Cash money today?
I had that one on the bingo card.
First and 10, Sam Houston. 2:25 left here in the opening quarter. 7-3 Bearcats. Watson keeps right up the middle he goes and will dive to about the 27-yard line for an 8-yard pickup. And right now it seems as though the Aggie defense is saying we're taking the running backs away, and Hunter Watson is saying, okay, I'll run the ball, no problem. Hands it off this time, and Ducker with a tough run will get close to the 20-yard line. Enough for a 1st and 10 for the Bearcats.
Hunter Watson starting to get into the rhythm of this offense now, starting to read the defense, making the right calls, and making the right reads on this zone inside read.
Noah Smith goes in motion. They'll give it to him on the jet sweep. Got a block from Ducker to the 5, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They'll put him at the 3. Jet sweep for Noah Smith.
Great block by Jay Ducker. Watch number 9 coming to the right of your screen, right into your living room. Boom. Got the good block there, and that springs Noah Smith down that sideline.
New Mexico State is saying, oh man, they've got us on our heels. We need to take a timeout and catch our breath here while the Bearcats are in the red zone.
Well, they're going up tempo now, Tom, making sure that they cannot substitute defensively, starting to wear them down.
Let's take one more look at the last run on the jet sweep for Noah Smith. Yes, there he comes. There's the handoff, and you see Ducker out in front, and boom.
You also got to give credit to Deuce Hogan as well. He got a good block on the outside. Excuse me, Adaye. Excuse me.
Deuce,
looking at the wrong roster.
If Deuce is out here and he's throwing a block with a broken collarbone, we got a story going here.
F.A. Adaye got a good crack block on the inside as well. So 2 good blocks from Adaye as well as Ducker.
And it seems like those 2 guys have played here at Sam Houston forever. They've been together here for going on 6 seasons. 1st and goal, Bearcats from the 3. Running play. Ducker lowers his shoulder, got close. Did he get in? No, the line judge on the far side says inside the 1, but no touchdown. Jay Ducker slamming the line of scrimmage. Gets it inside the 1-yard line. Watch it from ground level.
Ground level, we can just leverage those big offensive linemen. You see them pushing those Aggies back into the end zone or close to it.
Switch the formation. Now we get a whistle. Casey Keeler wants timeout. You know, they lined up on the wrong side, and they put the tight ends over to the left. And Casey Keeler says, we can't afford any mishaps now at the 1 yard line. We don't want a bad lineup causing a miscommunication somewhere. We got to put this in the end zone for our second touchdown.
Yeah, you just want to go ahead and punch this one in. You don't want to get too cute down here, down inside the 1. And when you have a lot of formations and a lot of motion, that's where you can get those pre-snap penalties. And then all of a sudden you turn a 2nd and 1 into a 2nd and 6 or a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, we don't see it quite so much at the college game as we see it in the pro game. What are your thoughts on the tush push?
I mean, it works for one team, right?
It works for Philadelphia. Amazingly. You are right about that.
Right. But you have to have a quarterback and a center who are in concert. You don't want to go under center if that's something that you're not used to doing. That's how you end up with a fumble snap.
2nd and goal from inside the 1. Handoff again. Ducker looking for room. And he's in. Touchdown, Sam Houston. It took a minute for the referee to give the signal, but Jay Ducker is in for the score. We got a little discussion down here at the goal line at the end of the play. But Ducker's going to extend the Sam Houston lead to 13-7 unless we get a different call here.
Right.
No, they say the knee went down before he got the ball across the goal line.
Wow.
So no gain for Ducker.
Okay. The band will have to be silenced for at least one more play.
So now under a minute to go. 3rd down and goal from the 1. Watson gets it. Oh, he's going to throw it. Near side for Humphreys. Can't get it. Quavez Humphreys. 7-on-7. Keontae Glidden with the great coverage. And now, what do you do if you're Casey Keeler?
You got to go for it here, because if you don't, you still have them inside the 1 yard line. So I think that's why they threw it on 3rd down, knowing that they were going to go for it here on 4th down. I expected to give it to number 9. Let him punch it right up there between the center and the guard. Don't mess around.
I faked to him and let Watson go around the end. They give to Ducker. He slams forward. And this time he is in. Touchdown, Sam Houston. So denied the first time, but in the second time is Jay Ducker. And for Ducker, that's his first rushing score of the season. He had that big 148-yard game last week, but no touchdowns. But he gets in the end zone today from 1 yard out to extend the lead to 13-3 with 35 seconds left here in the first.
Yeah, you just couldn't leverage that time. Just went over right guard. He could have went over left guard. That would have been easier route. He took the harder route to the right side, but nevertheless punched it into the end zone, and the Bearcats extend out to a 13-3 lead.
Christian Pavon to try the PAT for the Bearcats. Out of the hold to Jaden Cardell. Kick up on the way, and the kick is good. So following the interception by Isaiah Cash, the Bearcats marched 35 yards in 7 plays.
You see the good block right there on 14. He's too small. He can't get in there to make that tackle. And just too much weight, too much leverage by that offensive line of Sam Houston State as they just punch it in and dominate.
Took a minute and 50 off the clock, leaves us with 35 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. And you felt early in this ball game that New Mexico State, after that very subpar performance last week, getting beat 48-0 by Fresno, came out, was playing a little bit of confidence, got the first points on the board. The Sam Houston defense took away the touchdown try, limited him to a field goal. And after that, the Bearcats have come back and seemingly now have the momentum here as we near the end of the first quarter.
Well, you get that big turnover, which is really a shift in momentum in a game like this, where you're the road team, you get off to a decent start, you cannot have the mistakes and the turnovers that set up Sam Houston State on a short field. That's the last thing that the head coach of New Mexico State, Tony Sanchez, wants. You want to force the Bearcats to go the length of the field, and good pressure defensively, force the errant throw, set up the short field, and they punch it in for 7.
Monty Watkins to the far hash mark. Near hash mark is Mike Washington to receive the kickoff from Christian Pavon. Pavon sends it on its way toward the far sideline. Let's make it out of bounds. It did. It's going to be great field position for New Mexico State after starting their last 2 drives at the 15-yard line. So now they will get the ball at their own 35. What a big difference in play calling that's going to be for offensive coordinators Andrew Mitchell, who's the run game coordinator, and Cedric Cormier, who is the passing game coordinator. Those guys collaborating on the offense for Tony Sanchez.
So now it'll be interesting to see if they deviate away from their game plan. So far in the first quarter, it's been get the ball outside on the perimeter. We saw in the last series they tried to go a little bit more running with Seth McGowan. See what they do here near the end of the period.
Marucci remains the quarterback. McGowan comes left shoulder. Marucci wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Ball floats near side. Leaping for the catch. Was he inbounds? No, did not come down inbounds. Great attempt for the catch there by Jordan Smith. Man, he skied as much as he could, tried to extend his legs to get one to hit in the field of play, but watch here, he just misses.
Yeah, just one-on-one coverage, and again, the ball sails out of bounds. Almost had that
yeah, he almost had
foot
a foot
down,
yep.
But it came off the ground just before he gained possession of the football.
Diamond formation down here at the bottom. On second down, Marucci's going to tuck it and run. Up the middle he goes. He'll pick up 5 to about the 40-yard line, or he will be tackled there. And the tackle comes for the Bearcats from Bryson Hayes.
Smart play by Marucci not to throw that football. Just tuck it and run. Pick up what you can. And that's going to take us to the end of the period.
Well, an entertaining first quarter indeed. First blood drawn by New Mexico State with a field goal, but the Sam Houston Bearcats answer with a couple of touchdowns, and they will take a 14-3 lead into period number 2 here in Huntsville, Texas. Back here in Huntsville, Texas, getting ready to start the second quarter. We take a look here at our Bud Light impact players of the ball game, Ken.
Well, for New Mexico State, Monte Watkins, we haven't seen much of him tonight, but very explosive out of the backfield. Tayton Barnes, redshirt freshman, leads the team in tackles and pass breakups. On the other side, Quavez Humphreys, wait to see him get on track. 3 touchdowns on the season for Sam Houston State.
Throw over the middle, incomplete. Looking there for TJ Pride. Good coverage for the Bearcats.
Caleb Weaver, another one of our impact players. He was Conference USA Player of the Week, and we've already seen him with a couple of nice defensive plays by Sam Houston State in the backfield.
So on third down and 5 from the 40-yard line, the incompletion will force another punting situation. In the first quarter, New Mexico State gained 70 yards, but 58 of them came on their field goal drive. Only 12 yards on the other possessions. The punting situation again for George Eberle. This will be his 3rd punt of the ball game. Eamon Allen is back to receive. Now check that. That is Ife Adeyi on the run across the 30-yard line and out of bounds near the 32. Allen had been back there at the start of the ball game, but the last 2 punts now, Ife Adeyi is going in there, and that is one of those lightning guys. And if you give Adeyi a little bit of daylight, he could hurt you with it, but there's a penalty marker back here that's going to mark the Bearcats back inside the 30 and probably inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this may take away some decent field position for Sam Houston State.
Starting at the 31 or 32, and now you're going to start near your 15. That's a big difference in play calling for offensive coordinator Brad Cornelson.
Had a few conferences so far between the officials early in this one.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team, 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. 1st and 10, Sam Houston.
See if we can pick it up on the replay here. You see, not there at the top.
Maybe
it's
to the
gotta be
left
back
side,
inside here,
left
just
side
out
of
of the camera range, right? So Bearcats will take it. They'll mark it at the 20-yard line. And that is where Hunter Watson will lead the Bearcat offense out. Watson will have John Gentry in the backfield with him this time. And slot to the bottom of the formation. And just tuck it and run for Watson. He'll get 5-6 yards before he goes down. The eyes of this New Mexico State defense seem to be following everybody but Hunter Watson. What?
Hunter's coming up a little gimpy.
Oh, he is.
He kind of motioned to the sideline like he needed to come out, but
he's going to stay. 4-yard pickup, or 6-yard pickup, 2nd down and 4. He's going to give it up this time, and Gentry's going to get the first down, crashing across the 30 and driving defenders with him out to the 34-yard line. The guy's down at the bottom of the pile. For the Aggies defensively, he had number 95, and that is Gabe Jones. He was down there,
Aggies,
along with Taden Barnes.
Aggies like to run a traditional 4-man front, 2 middle linebackers, 5 in the secondary.
Jet sweep for Ife Adey, and they smell this one out and hold Adey to maybe a yard at most. After being burned on the jet sweep the last time, they weren't being fooled as Adey tried to get this one.
Well, we got to keep an eye on Hunter Watson because I don't think he wants to run with the football right now. He's still limping just a little bit from that previous hit.
No gain on the play by Adey, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the Bearcat 34.
We'll see if New Mexico State may dial up some pressure here.
Empty backfield. Watson throws the quick slant. This is Adey at the 40-yard line. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet, 45. And will have the first down at the 47-yard line. For he is hit from behind by Dylan Early.
He slipped out of the arms of the sure tackler, Taden Barnes. Barnes comes up here one-on-one, and it's not very often that Taden Barnes misses a tackle, but he did there, and that leads to a Bearcat first down.
13 yards on the pickup. Watson, delay handoff. Going to throw again, almost intercepted. Looking for Adey, and making the diving attempt was the former Bearcat, DeCarrick Hobbs, and he almost took that one away. And you can tell he would like nothing better than to get a pick against his old team.
Watch DeCarrick Hobbs here play a little game. He was up on the up receiver, dropped back in coverage as soon as he saw the football release. He tried to sneak a pick there and nearly had his old buddy, Hunter Watson.
2nd down and 10, Sam Houston at their own 47. Empty backfield for Hunter Watson. Watson on the move, just throws the ball away. Getting pressure on the outside by Buda Poletti. And good coverage by the secondary for the Aggies that time will force a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Sam Houston.
New Mexico State, one of the best teams in the conference when it comes to holding opponents on 3rd down, only allowing opponents to convert 25% of their 3rd down opportunities. And 3rd and long is where you do not want to be against this Aggie defense.
Hunter Watson just 3 of 10 throwing the football. 3rd down and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. He lost the football. And I think New Mexico's going to have it. New Mexico State's going to have it at the 46-yard line. We'll see what the officials say. But Watson took a shot. The ball came flying out. The officials will get to the bottom of the pile to see who's got the ball. No, the Bearcats have it.
Wow.
The indication is from the referee it's going to be 4th down. Diving on the football, John Gentry saved that one for Sam Houston. Let's watch.
Yeah, watch Watson. You see 6-man rush that time. Watson takes off, gets blasted, helmet right on the football.
Nick Session knocked it loose. There you see Gentry driving in. I thought it was going to go to Keontae Clinton, but Gentry took it away. And now it's 4th down and 3. Bearcats are going to go for it here. Got movement at the line of scrimmage. Got the hand clap. The linemen for New Mexico State are saying they move, but I think the only move was the hand clap by Hunter Watson that drew him offside.
Yeah, I think they got Maliki.
Offside. Defense number 14 was in the neutral zone and caused a member of the offense to react.
That's your boy,
Sine
Alpiu.
Results in a first down.
So big penalty here for New Mexico State.
You see him right there between the guard and center. Come across and make contact. Alpiu is the guilty party. And that gives the Bearcat a free 5 yards and a free first down.
8th play of the drive that started at the Sam Houston 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the New Mexico State 41. Toss on the jet sweep. and does nothing. They tried to get Simeon Evans involved his first touch of the ball game, and it went nowhere. The defense for the Aggies all over it.
You see just quick jet sweep going from left to right, and look, just a host of Aggies there. About 5 of them around one Bearcat.
Second down and 9 coming up here as we approach the 11-minute mark left here in the first half. 14-3, Bearcats with the lead in the ball in New Mexico State territory. Empty backfield. Evans goes in motion. Watson keeps. He'll go up the gut. He'll get close to first down yardage. Go down at the 32-yard line. Last man up off the pile is Matt Lawson.
Looks like that ankle's feeling a little bit better now for Hunter Watson.
So now it's going to be 3rd and 1.
May still be in 4-down territory here.
I would think so. Even though what wind there is here in the ballpark is moving from right to left. But
wind? You feel wind?
Handoff right up the middle. Ducker got hit in the backfield, tried to keep his balance and dove forward and may have gotten the first down. Opiu got across the line of scrimmage and got to him. It'll depend on the spot. They say only a half a yard gain, so now it's going to be 4th down and less than 1. The early penetration by Opiu stopped that from being a first down.
I thought he had enough. You watch the replay here.
There, no, see, the knee went down just inside the 32.
Yep.
Good spot. So now it's 4th down and less than 1 for the Bearcats. Ducker is the running back. He's got the handoff and he's got the first down inside the 30 to the 27, maybe the 26-yard line before he goes down and lost it again, the guy on the tackle.
Aggies just a little slow off the snap, not wanting to jump offside again, and that gave the Bearcats an extra beat to get off on the line of scrimmage and push that defensive line back and pick up the first down. Excellent job by Hunter Watson with his cadence.
Coming up on 9 minutes left here in the first half. Bearcats with a long drive now, started at their own 20-yard line in double digits in plays. Full backfield. Ducker going to try and sweep right, but great penetration coming in from the linebacker spot. Tyler Martinez smelled that one out and throws him for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, inside linebacker out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Got some help from his buddy, Kerrick Hobbs, as well, the former Bearcat, as they collaborate to drop the tailback for a loss.
Ducker will come out. DJ McKinney will be the running back on 2nd down and a dozen from back of the 29-yard line. Watson wants to throw, has time in the pocket, threw it underneath. Well covered was Noah Smith. And that again, this time was Tyler Martinez on the coverage, and Watson probably did the smart thing and just throw the ball in the ground, make sure nothing bad happened to him.
Yeah, now you're looking at a 3rd and 12 situation here in field goal range. So even if you pick up half of it here, try to make it an easier field goal attempt. What you don't want here is a sack or a negative play.
This will be the 14th play of the drive. Empty backfield. Watson throws quickly across the middle. This is Noah Smith, stiff arms a man, will stay on his feet and dive inside the 20. Should have the first down. Trying to bring him down was Dylan Early, and Noah says, no, just get away from me. Just get away from me. I'm pushing away with my stiff arm.
And again, Tom, that play was just designed to pick up 5 or 6 yards. Now, he got a little face mask on the defender there. That easily could have been called offensive face mask, but the officials let it go, and he picks up enough yak to get the first down.
They needed 12. He got 13 to the 16-yard line. Running play on first down for Watson. Eludes one and got tripped up inside the 10-yard line. Will dive to the 7 or 8-yard line. Saving the tackle there, saving the touchdown there was DeMarcus Crosby, the former Bearcat.
And again, he just fakes the inside handoff to John Gentry. Keeps it himself around the left side of that big offensive line. Picks up a nice gain, and look, the Bearcats right now are living in 2nd and short, and that's exactly where you want to be if you're head coach Casey Keeler.
This is a 7.5-minute drive. 15th play. Ball at the 8-yard line, 2nd down, 2. Running play. And Gentry maybe got a yard, but didn't get the 2 yards, that's for sure. It'll set up a 3rd and short for Sam Houston.
Good inside penetration once again. 35, Tyler Martinez. 6'2", 225-pound junior. Getting into the backfield to make the stop.
See Casey Keeler there. Not much emotion one way or the other here.
Jay Ducker back into the ball game on this critical 3rd down.
Ducker on the right shoulder. Sohn goes in motion. Watson rolls. Looking, going to tuck and run. We'll have the 1st down. We'll have a touchdown. Hunter Watson from 7 yards out extends the Bearcat lead to 20-3 with 6:26 left here in the 1st half. Second rushing touchdown of the afternoon for Hunter Watson. This one is 7-yarder, capping off an 80-yard drive that took forever and a day.
Great play call by offensive coordinator Brad Cornelson, giving them the RPO, and when the P was not available, the R was, and he's able to run it to the corner of the end zone.
Pavon to try the PAT. Ball back and down, kick up on the way. And the kick is good. No flags on the play, and that'll do it. Sam Houston has extended their lead to 21-3. 6:26 left here in the 1st half in Huntsville. New Mexico State on their heels now as the Bearcats have put together 3 touchdown drives to take a 21-3 lead after New Mexico put the first points up on the board in the 1st quarter. The Aggies need a drive to answer here and take some of the momentum away from the Bearcats.
Yeah, they need to at least pick up a good 1st down here.
And I think this is Parker Awad for the first time at the quarterback spot. It's a running play on 1st down for McGowan. No, it was still Marino. But not much doing for Seth McGowan.
But they got to get McGowan untracked. He's been held in check thus far. They're only averaging 3 yards per carry here in this 1st half. And that's the strength of this New Mexico State team. We saw them come out throwing the football, caught the Bearcats a little off balance, but now they,
Loose ball in the secondary, still loose, inside the 10-yard line. And it's going to be New Mexico State with the eventual recovery. And it's Marucci who got the football at the end of the 8-yard line.
Wow.
Let's watch this bouncing ball.
Yeah, disaster averted by Marucci.
Ooh, nice punch
Got
out there.
into the backfield. Who was that got in there?
I think that was 55 for the Bearcats.
Yeah, that was Jaden Phillips, 6'2", 270-pound senior from New Mexico, no less, in the backfield to make that play.
So now it's 3rd down and 1,000,000. They got to get it all the way to 35. Hit as he throws and dropped at the 4-yard line by McGowan.
Well, that series could not have went any worse for New Mexico State, other than if they would have not recovered the fumble.
Yeah, that's the only way, yes.
Blitz off the right side, forced the early throw to McGowan, too low for him to scoop up. In a tough afternoon for Seth McGowan thus far.
And another punting situation for George Eberle. No rush. Line drive. It was a very good kick. Sending a Davey back to the 44-yard line. Stutter steps, trying to break to the outside. Stiff arms a man, but runs out of room at the 45-yard line. Good coverage on special teams to not let Ife Adey get away. The Bearcats will get the ball back with just under 5 to go and an 18-point lead. Back to work. Sam Houston 1st and 10 for the 45-yard line. The handoff is to Jay Ducker, and an excellent play by Ron Perry coming up from the linebacker spot to spill him at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. But the Bearcats command this game 21-3. Easy to see why. 208 yards of offense for Sam Houston, just 53 yards for New Mexico State.
Yeah, and the majority of that on the ground, 164 yards rushing for Sam Houston State so far in this 1st half to only 11 for New Mexico State.
Tucker comes out of the backfield. They throw the slant. Ifeadi He's got the ball across midfield. Tackled at the 46 in New Mexico State territory. A 9-yard pickup on the play. DeMarcus Crosby makes the tackle. Had a little help from Taden Barnes. They mark him at the 47-yard line, so an 8-yard pickup. And Watson will keep it on third down and get the first down, diving to about the 42, maybe the 41-yard line. Hunter Watson has been the weapon on offense for the Sam Houston attack.
Yeah, Watson, before that rush attempt, 9 carries for 110 yards. Add 5 more to his tally. So now 10 carries for $115, averaging 11.5 yards a pop for the quarterback.
Again across midfield at the 42 in New Mexico State territory. Back to either shoulder, and Sam Houston's going to call a timeout here with 3 minutes and 29 seconds to play in the first half. Don't forget, college football this year, we have the 2-minute timeout. So stay tuned for that here, a minute and a half away of playing time. But Sam Houston, ever since that slow start, Ken, they were a little slow getting out of the gate offensively, but once they cranked up that first scoring drive, they have been virtually unstoppable.
Yeah, once they went to the up-tempo to start to keep New Mexico State on the field, didn't allow them to substitute. That started to wear down the Aggie defense. But you mentioned the 2-minute timeout, and we talked to Coach Keeler about some of the rule changes this year, and he said the one that's been most impactful for his team is being able to use those tablets on the sideline where they can get instant reaction and instant teaching to their players in the moment. That's been the most impactful of the new rules this year for Sam Houston State.
But you do have the helmet communications from the sidelines to the quarterback and the captain of the defense. On 1st and 10, play fake in the backfield. Watson with time, floats it down the middle, and it's picked off inside the 20-yard line. Staying on his feet, reversing back to the 10, to the 20, to the 30-yard line, and upended at the 32-yard line. Josiah Cox with the interception. Second pick of the day for this New Mexico State defense. It might have been just what the doctor ordered for Tony Sanchez's crew.
Well, the transfer from Arizona State does it again. His second pick tonight. And that was just a late throw by Watson and a great grab by Josiah Cox. Again, Watson had time in the pocket, overshoots his receiver, and Cox with a great INT and a big stop for New Mexico State.
They were trying to find Quavez Humphreys, but the ball was a little too long, and Cox was there to say thank you very much. So put it at the New Mexico State 31-yard line. 1st and 10, still 3:16 left here in the half. Marucci throwing deep down the far side, intercepted back by the Bearcats at the 33-yard line, diving out of bounds with Iman Allen. No, that is Caleb Weaver. 3, not 7. Weaver, the reigning Conference USA Defensive Player of the Week, showing you why as he gets another INT right there.
Well, both of these quarterbacks make the same mistake, waiting too long in the pocket. You see the pump fake. That allows the safety Weaver to get over in coverage and pick that football off. So back-to-back picks by the safeties. You cannot wait that long to deliver the football when the receiver is open early.
Caleb Weaver gives the ball back to the Bearcats at their own 33. Still 3:08 left here in the first half. Bearcats have 1 timeout remaining.
Second pick of the season for Caleb Weaver.
DJ McKinney, the running back on the left side of Hunter Watson. Give it to McKinney. Up the middle he goes, pushing the pile forward. He'll get about 7 yards to the 40-yard line before he goes down. McKinney, the littlest of the backs at 5'9", 180. True freshman out of Tulsa. Gain 7 will be 2nd down and 3 for the Bearcats as we crank it up again. 2:45 and counting left here in the first half. Watson pulls, throws out in the flat. This is Simeon Evans, and he cannot get away, but he'll get the first down at the 46-yard line. He could not spin away from Dylan Early, but he did reach far enough to get that first down at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, great open field tackle by Early, a local guy from here in the Houston area, went to Dekaney High School. So I'm sure he has some family and friends here this evening.
Watson rolling out of the pocket under pressure is going to have to get rid of the football and throws it into the New Mexico State bench. That play was destined for failure from the very beginning, it seemed. When he got that snap and looked up, there were jerseys coming at him. And all he could do is just play for another day. Get out of the pocket, throw the ball away, past the line of scrimmage.
For both of these quarterbacks with similar numbers here in the first half. Hunter Watson, 7 of 17, 58 yards, 2 INTs. Santino Marucci, 7 of 17, 42 yards and 2 INTs.
Watson swings it out of the backfield. Ball caught, and it's Zachar Bachik. He's going to get to about the 48, maybe the 49-yard line. And I think Casey Keeler is going to use his final timeout here. The pickup is only 3. It'll leave the Bearcats with a 2nd down and 7 coming up. With 1:58, this is the 2-minute timeout here in Huntsville. 1:58 remaining here in the first half. Sam Houston with a 21-3 lead over New Mexico State. Bearcats with the ball, 2nd down and 7 from their own 49. Ken mentioned a moment ago the similar passing numbers for the two quarterbacks. The two quarterbacks are also the leading rushers for their respective teams, but the numbers are a little bit different there. 5 for 18 yards for Santino Marino, where Hunter Watson is 10 for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it's been a quarterback impactful game so far for both sides. They get 3rd down and 7 for the Bearcats at the 49-yard line. Watson will want to throw. Good pocket. Oh, ball deflected.
Oh.
I don't know who got that. He had Noah Smith open for the first down.
He did.
But it got deflected at the line of scrimmage. The ball bounces harmlessly to the turf, and the Bearcats are going to have to punt. Let's see if we can pick it up here.
Right there, just the interior pressure.
Guy up the middle, turn side. There is
99.
99. And that is
Tassi. No, Johnson. Lico Johnson.
Lico Johnson, correct.
6'1" junior, East Palo Alto, California.
So a punting situation for Cardell. Just wants to pin this one inside the 20-yard line.
Ooh.
Fair catch called for and made, sliding to the turf back between the 16 and 17-yard line was Jordan Smith.
No dangerous there on that fair catch. Now decision time here for Coach Sanchez to see how aggressive he wants to be with 1:49 to go.
They have 2 timeouts, and they will also receive the 3rd quarter kickoff. So it could be a 2-possession situation if they can operate efficiently.
I'd like to see you try to get Seth McGowan in space, maybe a draw play, maybe a screen pass. See if you can get him one-on-one and on the outside. 3
receivers to the top of the formation. Marucci throws near side, ball caught, brought down immediately at the 22-yard line. Catch made by Cordell David. We get a flag on the far side.
There is a flag down over at the 20 on the New Mexico State side of the field.
The referee came running in.
Wow.
And the center, Rapulu.
That's really quick on a 3-step drop to have an offensive lineman downfield.
But it's going to be a walk-off back to the 12-yard line, a 5-yard walk-off. It'll be 2nd down. And 15 from the 12. Again, 3 receivers to the top. Marucci with a running play from McGowan, breaks a couple of tackles, fighting his way forward, got near the 20-yard line before he got stood up and pushed back. Still not to the ground. Shows you how tough a runner that Seth McGowan is.
The first guy rarely brings him down. First guy there was Samaje Burrell, and he ran through his tackle.
They'll give him progress to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 7. Marucci rolling to his right. Throws incomplete at the 38-yard line. Thrown on the run, but came up empty for Cordell David. Marucci got that away just in the nick of time as he was approaching the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I thought he might keep that one and tuck it and try to run for the 1st down, but decided to throw it at the last moment. Too low for the receiver, so now another critical 3rd down coming up for the Aggies. So far in this ball game, only 2 of 7 for New Mexico State.
Again, 3 receivers to the top of the formation. That's the wide side of the field. Marino rolling. He's going to tuck and run this time. He'll get the first down and be
Maybe.
knocked down right there at the sticks. He backpedaled a little bit at the end, and it was Jalen Jimerson who came in and knocked him off his feet, but it's enough for the first down, just barely.
Good job by the offensive line. You see the double team there to the right side of your screen, and that allowed time for the quarterback to scoot downfield.
Santucci Marino throwing near side. David's got it at the 40. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. He escaped from David Fisher. And Jimerson is the guy who knocked him out of bounds.
Again, watch the pressure here.
And there's a marker on the far side of the field.
And this ball's just going to float out. David Fisher lost his balance. He would have been in position to possibly.
Offense, number 17. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Repeat first down.
I did not hear what the call was, but it's a 5-yard
I
walk-off.
think he said another ineligible downfield again on an offensive lineman.
On 7, no, he said 17. And that's a wide receiver. Unless he got covered
Unless
up.
he got covered up and he wasn't eligible. So that was a formation issue that time for New Mexico State.
So take away the gain and mark it back to the 22. It'll be 1st and 15. We're down to 33 seconds left here in the half. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field this time. Throw on the near side. Ball is caught. Staying inbounds. And that was TJ Pride. That's going to force Tony Sanchez to use one of those timeouts here with 26 seconds to play.
So for New Mexico State, every time they take 2 steps forward, 1 step back with a penalty.
Game clock to 27 seconds.
27 seconds. 1 extra second running off the clock.
So we've seen a couple of formation issues. Guys leaking downfield that were ineligible. And that's caused this drive not to be able to get untracked here at the end of the half.
So Santino Marucci now is 7 for 18, make it 8 for 19 for 45 yards throwing the football. And he's got 6 carries for 25. He's been the offense for the Aggies so far tonight, but I think the Aggies would like for somebody else to take over that burden.
Sam Houston State, they've made them one-dimensional, and that's what they wanted to do coming into this ball game, take away the running game, but seems like the game plan of New Mexico State kind of took away their own running game.
There's the 3-man rush. Look out for the backside. Marino's going down. Sacked for the Sam Houston Bearcats. Bryson Hayes.
Great job by Hayes coming off the edge. This is the New Mexico State offensive line that's allowed 12 sacks so far this season.
And they're going to say, we've had enough. We have not had success since that one drive that got us a field goal. And so that'll be the end of the first half. So a quick start for the Aggies, but a better response by the Bearcats. 3 touchdowns up on the board, 2 runs from quarterback Hunter Watson, helping them to a 21-3 lead here at the intermission. We'll see if we can get a word with head coach Casey Keeler as they're going off the field here at the intermission.
A dominant first half. Running game untracked to try to get some first downs and then take some shots downfield.
Christian Pavon's kick fielded at the 2-yard line and taken up the field by the Aggies' Mike Washington. They'll put him down at the 27-yard line, looks like. And that is where New Mexico State will go 1st and 10. Now, Santino Marucci went the distance in the first half. He's seen very limited duty in the first 3 games. Do you make a quarterback switch at the break? Nope. Here he comes.
No, I would go ahead and roll with Marucci. I mean, he's done a nice job so far considering the circumstance. On the road against a quality opponent, your first start in a brand new offense, brand new coaching staff. Just got to get your feet wet and you got to take your lumps and you try to minimize the mistakes.
Back to either shoulder running play. This is McGowan. Right up the gut he goes across the 30 to about the 33-yard line before he'll go down. Tackle made there for the Bearcats.
This is kind of what we
by
thought.
Javon Leon.
This is kind of what we thought we would see to start the ball game. Power it inside with McGowan. Try to lean on this big offensive line.
6-yard pickup on first down. Not so much here on second down. The Bearcat defensive line stands him up. He does push forward for a yard to the 34-yard line. But that's all it's going to be. And now it's going to be a 3rd down and 3.
Now the Aggies do have 2 more quality backs that we talked about in the open. We haven't seen Mike Washington tonight, nor much of Monte Watkins. Both of those guys are very explosive, have a little more speed in the open field. I think Watkins may be in the game now.
Big 3rd down and 3 for the Aggies. Marucci throws it out of the backfield. Ball caught by the tight end, and he's brought down for a loss back at the 31-yard line. That is the tight end, Jerry Lydiot. And the tackle made there by Jalen Jemerson.
Yeah, that play did not have a chance from the beginning. Tight end went in motion, but he had a man right on his tail. Jemerson, the 5'10", 210-pound grad student, was right on his hip and able to drag him down.
2-yard loss forces a punting situation to 3 and out. Driving putt goes all the way back to the 16-yard line. Back to the 25, and a nice tackle from behind at the 34-yard line. It was a great return for Ife Idei, and it looked as though Idei might have had some running room, Ken, had he not been brought down from behind.
Yeah, Idei has had some nice returns tonight. Very explosive player in the open field. And now Hunter Watson, who had a tremendous first half, will lead the Bearcats offense back on the attack. Watson in that first half on the ground, 10 carries, 115 yards, struggled through the air, 8 of 19 and a pair of picks.
2 receivers to the top of the formation on 1st and 10. Running play up the middle. Gain of about 4 to the 39-yard line for our featured running back, Jay Ducker. 9, tackled by 9. That is Cale Edwards making the stop for the Aggies. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball at the 39-yard line. First possession of the second half for Sam Houston, who leads by 18. 4-man front. You send Smith in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Give the handoff up the middle. And not much doing. Across the 40 to the 41-yard line goes Ducker. Tough 2-yard pickup on that one. Once again, Cale Edwards down at the bottom of the pile. Had a little help from Matt Lawson.
Yeah, just a little counter inside that time, and able to pick up some nice yardage on 2nd down, set up a 3rd down and short now. Very manageable situation. With offensive coordinator Brad Cornelison in his 2nd season.
Got Humphreys down at the bottom of the formation. He's one-on-one on the outside. Watson looking the other way, though, throwing on the inside slant. Ball is caught or no. New Mexico State says not a catch. Noah Smith comes up with the ball a yard shy of the first down at the 44, and they do say it was an incomplete pass. Ball hit the ground, down low, came out. Good defensive play there for the Aggies.
Tatum Barnes. Yeah, Tatum Barnes is a ball hawk, and he's a player that really popped on the screen when I was watching Tate preparing for this game against Liberty. He was all over the field in that ball game against the Flames, and he's done a great job here so far tonight as well.
Punt for Jaden Cardell, and he launches this one way up in the air, and making the fair catch back down at the 11-yard line is Jordan Smith. So each team with 3 and out to start the 3rd quarter. Still 21-3, Sam Houston in the 3rd. 48-yard punt by Jaden Cardell with no return. Vince New Mexico State inside their own 20-yard line at the 11 is where they will start. 1st and 10, their 2nd possession of the 3rd quarter. Santino Marino will hand it off. A running play, and I think this is the first time we've seen a running play for Mike Washington. He gets the carry and will pick up 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, Washington, 126 yards on the season, averaging just over 3 yards a pop, but he's one of that trio of backs that New Mexico State likes to lean on. See if maybe they can get him on track.
2nd down and 9. They mark him down at the 12-yard line. Marino looks over a 4-man front and sends his tight end in motion. Hand off again, coming near side. Washington trying to get to the edge, cannot do it. Run down at the 14-yard line from the inside out for the Sam Houston Bearcats. And that was Caleb Weaver. Watch him come from the safety spot right there.
And again, we do have to mention, new quarterback in for New Mexico State this week, and Santino Marucci, the backup. new center this week as well.
Because of an
starting
injury.
center, Kanan Yarrow, is out, so they have to move the left guard to center.
Marucci wants to throw on 3rd and long. Now guns it on the near side. It's incomplete. Threw it in the dirt. He was looking for P.J. Johnson, but Fisher was all over him. And Marucci was getting plenty of pressure from the inside out. So another 3 and out for the Aggies here to start the 3rd quarter. Not what Tony Sanchez and company had in mind when they came out of the locker room.
No, look, they went to Marucci because Parker Awad, the sophomore who started the previous 3 games, had really struggled, only completing about 36% of his passes so far this season.
Everly's punt called for the fair catch at the 44-yard line by Noah Ife-Adeye, number 2. So no return for Adeye that time, but the Bearcats still getting a great field position starting at the 44-yard line now. We've got 10:35 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Another slow start to the period, just like we saw in the first half.
Yeah.
We saw 3 and outs to start before New Mexico State put together that field goal drive.
Let's see if the Bearcats will strike first here in this 3rd quarter.
Watson changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Going to be a running play right up the gut. Good enough for about 5 yards out to just shy of midfield for Jay Ducker.
And hey, you'll take that all day long. 5 yards on 1st down opens up the entire offense. Defense doesn't know what you want to do, except if you're Joe Morris, who spent, the better part of the last 3 years on the Bearcat sideline. He may know what they want to do in this 2nd and 5 situation.
Gain of about 4.5. Ball almost touching the 48-yard line with the tail. On 2nd down, Ducker again looking for some place to bounce off and go, and has no place to go because Noah Arenzi says, you can't get away from me. I'll throw you down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
A great penetration that time, getting into the backfield. So here, just clogged up, nowhere to go. And a good defensive stop that time, wrapping him up. Arenzi, the outside linebacker, transfer from Oklahoma.
Now 3rd down and 6 for Sam Houston. Watson looks over. A 6-man rush. He's in trouble, looking for some daylight. Going to scramble to his left to the near sideline. He'll have the 1st down as he steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Chasing him out of bounds, but could not stop him was Josiah Cox. But the gain is going to be good for 11 yards in the 1st and 10. Hunter Watson does it again with his feet.
Yeah, good patience in the pocket. Didn't force it. Saw the running lane to the left side. Able to scoot out of bounds. Cox pulled up at the last moment. Didn't want to take a cheap shot.
So on 1st and 10, play fake for Watson under pressure. Look out. He's going to go down at midfield. There at the bottom was Arenzi. He was the bottom one on there. Also had some help along the way from Buda Paletti. And they team up for the sack and a loss of 10 yards. They'll mark him back at the 49 in Sam Houston territory.
Good pressure that time. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide for Watson that time as he tried to turn to his right, and he got a full head of hair right there from Fahina.
2nd down and 20 now for Sam Houston. Running play, and Gentry is not going to go anywhere. Short tackle made by Tyler Martinez just across the midfield stripe. So now it's going to be 3rd and very long for Sam Houston.
Great job by Martinez, reading and reacting, getting into the backfield, shot out of the cannon. Excellent job that time by 35, getting into the backfield.
Had a word that on that sack that Watson was shaking up the passing hand a little bit. He's been clenching it a little bit, making a fist to see how things work. So on 3rd down and long, he's under pressure. Going to drop it off, setting up the screen for Gentry. But the Aggies defense is all over the place, and we've got a loose ball. The Aggies have picked it up, and they're going down the far sideline. This could be a return for a touchdown. Scooping the ball up was Keontae Glinton. Now we've got 2 Sam Houston Bearcat players down, one at the 45, one at midfield They look both like linemen.
You got 2 Bearcats down. You got a penalty marker down.
James Dawn, the second, is the one who's hobbling off the field.
Holding offense, number 71. That penalty's declined.
He got flagged for holding and also got shaken up on the play. We've got another Bearcat who's still down back at the 45.
For injury.
But the return for Clinton is going to stand and make this a 21-9 ball game. Slowly getting up for the Bearcats. I think this might be Ethan Hagler, the center. I thought I saw a 7 as the second number, and he's the only offensive lineman listed on the chart with a 7.
Here's a replay.
Let's take a look here.
See if we can see what happened on the turnover and the injury. See the little screen pass there.
There's Gentry. There's the hit, and there's the ball's clearly out.
Was his knee down first?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he got popped from the side, and as he was going down, the ball came loose. It is Hagler who's the last one up off the deck for the Bearcats. And the return is good for a touchdown by Keontae Glinton. First touchdown of the night for New Mexico State, and a much needed score indeed.
The 3rd turnover of the evening for Sam Houston State. And that's something Coach Keeler talked about in our interview right before halftime, having to clean up the mistakes on offense.
I think that's going to be a 53-yard officially as the return.
They're going to replay a time.
See, when I saw it, I thought I saw the ball coming loose as he was going down. I'd like to see it again. But my initial impression was that ball was starting to come loose as he was twisting to the ground. Let's see. Catch it from behind.
End zone view here.
There's the toss to Gentry.
Where's the knee? Is the knee down there? I think the knee's already down.
Well, might be, yeah.
That's what I thought originally.
Yeah, he's got the
right
ball
there,
right now, but did it come loose when he ran into Hagler?
No, it comes out later, I believe.
Let's see, we got a closer look here. Get down, and there's it's coming out as that knee comes down. It's going to be real close. The tackle,
he runs into the back of his own man,
was made by Taase. He's the guy who brought him down. He ran into Hagler, and that's what knocked the ball loose. It's coming loose here. Does he have possession? Then he gets it popped as the knee is down.
I think that's his elbow that you see. I think the knee is down, in my opinion.
Where's the opposite field camera when you need it? Only at the Super Bowl do you get the opposite field cameras. You don't get them during regular games, especially at the collegiate level.
I think that knee. I think we saw his elbow go up and not the football. I think his knee is down.
It's a very close call, and this will take a lot of discussion between Reed Brotherton and Johnny Price.
Ruling on the field was fumble, so it has to be conclusive.
We got extra time. That means Ken can go to the telestrator.
Watch that knee, that left knee right there. I think it's down. I think it's down right there.
But where is the ball?
That's his elbow here. His elbow is up. I think the ball is still clutched.
27-yard line. The ball will be returned to that spot. Will be 4th down.
So the knee was down. Ken, you were right.
1 for 1 on the season.
I tip my hat to you, sir.
100% I retire.
I would say that it would be a wise move on your part. So the ball goes back to the 47-yard line in New Mexico State territory. Wipe off the touchdown. It stays 21-3. The Bearcats will have a 4th down and long, 4th down and 16. So now it'll be Jaden Cardell going to try and pin the Aggies deep inside their own territory. Jordan Smith has dropped back to the 9-yard line. Play clock is down to 10. Now the rest of the special team comes up there. Now down to 5. Cardell gets a snap, sends it on its way. High wobbler will hit at the 4-yard line and go into the end zone for a touchback. Didn't get the backspin on that one, so they'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Aggies will take it there, trailing by 18. We have 6:49 to play in the third quarter. Santino Marino's gone the distance at quarterback, hands this one off, and it's going to be McGowan who will fight his way for about 5 or 6 yards. He's down at the 26. They say the knee went down at the 25, so give him 5 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 5.
And that's where New Mexico State has to live. In 2nd and 5, 3rd and 2, those type of situations where you take a lot of pressure off your young quarterback.
Marino transfer from Wake Forest, came in the summertime, so hadn't had a lot of time to absorb the playbook. Throws a quick slant. Ball caught across the 30-yard line and tripped up at the 33-yard line. Catch made there by T.J. Pride. Nice throw and catch from 18 to 17.
Yeah, they caught Sam Houston in a run blitz that time. Trey Fields came from his linebacker position, and he threw right behind it.
Marino throwing again deep down the far sideline. Almost caught inside the 40-yard line. Good effort made by Pride. But good coverage there by Isaiah Cash.
And again, good job by the defender using the sideline as an extra defender, if you will. And we've seen a number of passes from New Mexico State either float out of the end zone when they were in the red zone or out of bounds on these deep sideline routes.
2nd down and 10. Marucci throws it, trying a one-man screen on the outside. Broke the first tackle, diving forward across the 35 to near the 37-yard line. On the catch for the Aggies is Cordell David. Broke the tackle from Eamon Allen. Right, see Allen right there. He broke that. Allen could have stopped that for a loss. Instead, they're across to about the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Aggies here. Johnson comes in motion a little closer to the sideline. Throwing. Johnson the intended target. Can't get it. He and David Fisher were really in a fight for the ball at the 45-yard line. They were both going at that one pretty good.
David Fisher was on him like a blanket. I mean, he was a king-size comforter on a twin-size mattress. The way he was on that coverage right there.
He actually may have gotten that right hand around and knocked it away.
Mm-hmm.
Punting situation. So once again, we see George Eberle. A wobbling kick. Will bounce, and Adai could not get to it and stop it. Instead, it's going to roll down to the 11-yard line and pin the Bearcats deep in their own territory when we continue. 5:05 left here in period number 3 in Huntsville, with the Bearcats with a home time left here in the third quarter. Sam Houston with the 21-3 lead. Been a tough evening so far throwing the football for Hunter Watson, the junior quarterback. Just 9 of 21 for 64 yards, and he's been picked off twice. He's kind of made up for it by rushing for a couple of touchdowns. Look there, and you can see the numbers clearly in favor of Sam Houston. 252 yards to 90.
Got to be careful here.
Deep in your own territory. Running play on 1st down. It's the young freshman DJ McKinney who'll pick up about 4 out to the 15-yard line to make it 2nd down and 6.
Good tough running inside by McKinney. Picking up a good 4 yards on 1st down.
He'll take 4 yards on a running play, and we got a new quarterback in the ball game. It is Jace Bauer.
So we mentioned that
Watson was shaking his hand the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Jace Bauer's come in. He's got a back to either side. Now put McKinney in motion. Bauer's going to tuck it, and it's going to be a clear run up the near sideline following his blockers. Across the 20 and stood up at the 26-yard line. Tough hit by Nick Session, but a nice run for 11 yards for Jace Bauer, the junior from Arcaney, Iowa.
Jace Bauer's been in 1 game so far this season, completed 7 of 10 passes for 73 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, 3 carries for only 1 yard. So
we saw action against UCF in week number 2. So Bauer will have McKinney in the backfield with him on this 1st and 10. Ball moved out to the 26-yard line. Bauer will hand. McKinney will take it straight over right guard and run into a wall. Man, oh man, Tyler Martinez and Cale Edwards. They said, you know, DJ, you're a freshman. You only weigh 180 pounds. What are you doing here?
Yeah, exactly. And look, running in between the tackles is not where, not where I want to go anyway. Get me on the outside, coach. Call a screen pass for me. I want to be out there with those small DBs. I don't want to.
Right.
I want to be in there with those big 250 hounds.
2nd down and 8. Toss. Trying to get McKinney on the edge across the 30-35. Diving across the 40 out near the 41-yard line.
That's where DJ McKinney wants to live, on the edge. That way he can use his speed, his athleticism. You see his tap his helmet to come out. And that's going to bring her back into the ball game.
Grbacic, yeah, Zach Grbacic. You sure you don't have a little calm that you're working with Brad Cornelson? You said, get McKinney on the outside. What does he do? Get him on the outside? Come on.
Hey, man, us little guys, we ought to stick together, man, and get to the outside.
1st and 10, Sam Houston ball now at their own 41-yard line. Running play right up the middle with room. This is Ducker, and Ducker will get near midfield, just shy of 1st down yardage before hanging on for dear life was Taden Barnes to hold that to a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, Ducker 5'10", 205. He's built a little bit better for those inside carries. See, get those shoulder pads level, get down. That way you can fall forward and pick up an extra 2 to 3 yards.
Jace Bauer has been in command of this drive. He's got Ducker to his right and Grbacic to his left. 2nd down and 1 from midfield. And this is Ducker starting left, cuts back. It'll be thrown down about the 48-yard line. Grabbing him in the bear hug was Matt Lawson. But it's going to be enough for the 1st and 10 to move the sticks for the Bearcats. As we're under 2 minutes to go, 1:50 and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
Good drive operated here by Bauer so far. He's handing the football off. Hasn't been asked to throw the ball yet, and you wonder if your defensive coordinator, Joe Morris, if you try to stack that line of scrimmage a little bit more, try to take away that inside running game of Sam Houston State.
Right now it's still just a 4-man front, running play up the middle. And Grbacic, I think, has got the carry there. I think that was 0 and not 9. And it was Grbacic who'll carry it for a couple of yards to the 46-yard line. He will come out after a 2-yard pickup. I don't know where this is coming from, Ken, but I smell popcorn. And that's dangerous because is
that the caramel too, isn't it?
Minute left here in the 3rd quarter. A little toss to Noah Smith. Smith spinning his way inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just a little toss. It wasn't a jet sweep handoff. It was a little forward toss before Nick Session brought him down. So if something goes wrong on that play, it's an incomplete pass, even though it travels about a foot.
Good job by Session to come up and make that tackle.
That's 3rd down and 1 from the 39. The handoff to McKinney. McKinney fights his way to the 37, maybe the 36-yard line for a 1st down. Puts us under 30 seconds here in the 3rd quarter.
Good job by McKinney, just getting low, putting that foot in the ground, getting low, making yourself small, and that'll pick up the 1st down, and that'll end 3 quarters here at Bauer Stadium. No scoring here in the 3rd quarter as the Bearcats maintain their 18-point lead.
So something to keep your eyes on. Jace Bauer running the show here on this drive for the Bearcats. 3 quarters are in the books here at Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas on homecoming night. It's the Conference USA debut this season for the Bearcats. They own a 21-3 lead over New Mexico 6-yard line in New Mexico State territory. Jace Bauer, the quarterback, hands it off. McKinney sweeping right to the 30, to the 25, and stumbles his way forward to the 21-yard line. DJ McKinney picking up 15 yards and moving the ball closer to pay dirt for Sam Houston, who's had the ball now for over 5 minutes. And if you're Casey Keeler, this is exactly what you wanted your offense to do, Ken. They've done it all except for one play on the ground, and they're eating time up off the clock.
Well, we saw that 17-play drive that took up over 8 minutes in the 2nd quarter of this ball game, and they want to duplicate that now. Bleed this clock, get some points, and extend that lead.
See Bauer walking up there and said, don't snap it yet. Clock is now down to 6. We want to milk it. he's going to give to McKinney, and McKinney not much this time. He'll get a yard maybe at best. Big number 96 for the New Mexico State Aggies, and that is Cole Schrettgard.
Again, this is a New Mexico State team that last year was 7-1 in conference play. Their head coach, Jerry Kill, retired this winter right around Christmas time, and their players got rated in the portal, and it's a fresh start for them.
Bauer wants to throw and just throws it away. Threw it at the feet of Simeon Evans. There was a receiver right there. He threw it right near Simeon Evans' feet. That was a well-designed incompletion for Jace Evans, or Jace Bauer rather.
Yeah, smart play by Bauer. Don't want to make a mistake.
Not here at the 20-yard line. You're in field goal range. 3 more points won't hurt you. 3 receivers to the top of the formation. You got Evans down here at the bottom. Ducker's the running back. Bauer's going to throw. Near sideline. Caught! Touchdown! What a catch by Simeon Evans. He went man-to-man on the outside with Josiah Charles and snagged that baby at the top of his reach and got a foot down in time for the score.
Second touchdown reception of the season for Evans, and you won't see one any prettier than this. One-on-one, back shoulder, got the foot down, perfect route, perfect pass play. Look like these guys have been playing catch in the backyard forever, Tom.
Waiting here, I think we're just waiting for replay just to confirm that it was a touchdown. We're waiting for the replay official to confirm that it is indeed a touchdown. There it is. And now we'll get Christian Pavon to try the PAT. Pavon on the season. 7 for 7 on the PATs, going for 8 for 8. And he's got it. Check, that was 4-4 last week. He's now 14 of 14 on the year. New score up on the board. Sam Houston 28, New Mexico State 3 on this pretty touchdown catch by Simeon Evans. Sam Houston Bearcats marched 62 yards in 12 plays, took 6:36 off the clock. A beautiful 20-yard touchdown pass from Jace Bauer to Simeon Evans to extend their lead to 28-3.
Jace Bauer, redshirt freshman at Central Michigan, last year saw action in 6 games. He had 1 start at quarterback, rushed for 312 yards and 4 touchdowns. Also completed 35 of 59 passes for 435 yards with Central Michigan last year.
Kickoff is short, grabbed on the run at the 10-yard line, across the 20 to the 25, now to about the 27-yard line before half the players on the field pile up at the 23-yard line. There are about 6 players from both sides on the return from Mike Washington. But New Mexico State, their last 9 drives, look at this. Punts, halftime, interceptions. That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. But not unexpected considering all the changes that they've had on offense this week. New quarterback, new center. Still missing their all-conference left tackle.
Marucci with a play fake, slings it out on the other sideline, caught across the 35 and out at the 36-yard line is TJ Pride, the young freshman from Midlothian, Texas.
That was a beautiful outbreaking route by TJ Pride that time, and that throw was right on the money from Marucci.
Well, they say he stepped out of the 35, so it's a 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 1. The running play will go to Washington, and Mike Washington will barrel his way forward for the first down up across the 40-yard line. Washington, a transfer from the University of Buffalo, 6'2" junior. Picked up 7 on that carry.
And if you're New Mexico State right now, you want to use this final 13 minutes of this ball game to try to build some continuity, try to build some confidence, trying to find what works for you offensively if you're going to continue this season with Marucci as your quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Marucci pulls, wants to throw. Throwing it deep down the far side and incomplete at the 16-yard line. David Fisher locked up with the wide receiver there. Turn so I can see your number, please. And that was Latrell Novell, I believe.
Watch Marucci step into this throw. He's going to get drilled by Quincy Wright. 315 pounds in his grill, but he drops a dime right to the receiver. When your quarterback stays in the pocket and takes a shot like that, you have to come down with the football if you're the receiver on the other end.
2nd down and 10, Aggies from their own 42. Blitz coming. Washington with a carry, breaks the line of scrimmage, got to the 2nd level, and spins his way forward out to near midfield before he will be brought down there for the Bearcats. Bryson Hayes in there on the stop along with Javon Leon. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Marucci's going to pull it and try and run. He's not going to get there. He got nailed by Javon Leon for a loss of 2 back at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, the Bearcats saw that one coming. Quarterback draw all the way, and filling the gap was Leon. Stopped him for no gain, dropped him maybe for a yard or 2 loss.
Led the team way back in his freshman year with 16 TFLs. You got a TFL there. Now it's 4th down and 4. When you're down 28-3 at midfield, you ain't going to punt the ball. Let's see what Marucci does with the offense. Wants to swing it. Nope. Throws it over the middle. Caught for the 1st down. And diving across the 45 to the 44-yard line. And that is going to be Smith on the catch. Jordan Smith. And we've got an injured Bearcat down on the field. That is Caleb Weaver. And that would be a huge loss for the Bearcats secondary if this is any kind of a serious injury.
Yeah, I'm hoping he just got the wind knocked out of him. And he is the big. And you saw him come up and deliver the hit.
He is not a happy camper, that's for sure.
Former walk-on. He was the honorary captain last week. Glue guy of that secondary. You see the training staff helping to his feet. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him.
He's up and running off fairly nicely here. You see the slingshot by Marucci. The big hit there. And then his helmet came off along the way.
See him trying to get that lock back in place.
So Jordan Smith with the catch in the 1st down keeps the drive alive for New Mexico State as we're at 11:25 left here in the 4th quarter. Ball in Sam Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Marucci with a quick handoff. This is Washington, and Washington will get inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line before he goes down. Here's the Bearcat last one up. He's the guy who made the tackle, and he's shaken up on the play, and I believe that's Outland Jr. Aggies trying to go with some tempo. From the 38, Washington again scoots his way underneath the pile. It'll be close to 1st down yardage. I think he's going to be a little bit shy. They're going to put him at the 40, and he needs to get to the 35, or he needs to get to the 34. And we got another injured Bearcat.
I think this is going to be Outland Jr.
He was the one who got shaken up on the last play.
He was still hurt, and he couldn't get off the field because they went to the hurry up. And
so it's going to be a 3rd down and 1 coming up. As they get Outland up to his feet, and he's going to walk off under his own power, so that is a good sign.
Look, it's a very warm and humid night here in Huntsville. Game time temperatures were close to 99 degrees, I believe, or 91.
91, yeah. It feels like it was under 100 at least this week, where last week was over 100. It's still warm and sticky.
Yeah. So patrician, a big part for these players.
It was stopped at 10:46 to play in the ball game. 28-3 is the count. New Mexico State trying to change that on this drive. Their best drive of the 2nd half by far. 3rd down and 1 from the Sam Houston 35. And they run Wildcat, and Washington keeps it himself to get up near the 30-yard line and move the sticks. They'll say the knee went down at the 31, and now Marucci comes out on the field. But here's an interesting number for you, Ken. You know, that long scoring drive the Bearcats had in the first half and this last scoring drive they had, you put those two drives together and the Bearcats had the ball for an entire quarter.
Wow.
15, just over 15 minutes when you combine the time of possession.
Two drives.
Two drives had the ball for an entire quarter.
Takes up 25% of the game.
Flags are down. Bearcats may be offside. Here's the throw on the slant, broken up inside the 10. Another marker coming down. They were looking for Smith.
Yeah, they're going to get the PI on Allen.
Avon Allen was there. He's the guy saying, oh, man, I wouldn't get there early. And there was another flag. I think the Bearcats may have been out offside. I think Jalen Jimerson trying to do the corner blitz had gotten into the neutral zone before the snap. So it could be two calls against the Bearcats.
There are two fouls, both by the defense. Offside. Defense number 4, that penalty's a climb.
Yep.
Pass interference, number 7. 15-yard penalty for previous spot. Automatic first down.
Well, let's take a look at the two penalties against the Bearcats. Watch number 4 there. He's in the neutral zone at the snap.
We get a free play
now. So that was
now.
a free play. And then you sling it deep down the hash mark. And the contact by Allen too early.
Yep.
They'll mark the ball at the 11-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. So the Aggies could get a first down without getting a touchdown. Check that. This is the 16-yard line, not the 11. Handoff. No, Marucci kept it. Darts inside the 10. Dives forward to the 6. That might be enough for a first down.
It is. Going to move the sticks. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Tough run by Marucci.
Aggies. Good fake inside. Marucci keeping the ball in that left hand. You want to switch it out to your outside hand. Something you want to work on in practice, but he picks up 10 in the first.
Good play fake. He faked me out. I thought he was giving it to Washington. So now it's 1st and goal for the Aggies. Ball at the Sam Houston 6. Marucci will give to Washington this time. Bounces off the first defender. Got inside the 5. Fights to maybe the 3-yard line before he'll go down. Bryson Hayes. Boy, we've called his name a bunch here in the second half.
Yeah, we have. He's been awesome so far.
Put the ball closer to the 4-yard line.
Seth McGowan, good tough inside run. And this team has been perfect in the red zone this year. 7 of 7 converting.
Fake the jet sweep. Marucci wants to throw back and wide open in the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. The tight end, Jerry Lediat. Jerry Lediat with his first touchdown of the season. And boy, they got all the motion going to the far side of the field, and with the throwback, there was nobody home on the Sam Houston defense.
Yeah, just snuck him out in the flat on the backside, and this gets him and a bunch of orange turf over there all by his lonesome. And now Marucci and company will go for 2.
28-9 is the score. They go from the center of the field. Marucci wants to throw. Got a man wide open in the flat. It is Seth McGowan, who is, that's 2 passes in a row where there hasn't been a defender within 10 yards of the receiver for New Mexico State.
Yeah, defensive coordinator Skylar Cassidy's got to be like, what is going on here? The game is not over yet, fellas. Still got 8.5 minutes to go in this one.
Mexico State Aggies with their first touchdown of the night. They have a 12-play, 74-yard drive, took 4:47, capped off by a 4-yard touchdown pass by Santino Marucci to Jerry Lediat. 2-point conversion pass to McGowan was good, makes it a 28-11 ball game.
Still a 3-possession game here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little onside kick. Try to catch Sam Houston State napping.
You've got a lot of open room here in the center of the field if you want to pooch one. And it is a short pooch kick at the 26-yard line. The Bearcats will take it right there.
Too much air under it. You want it to bounce in an area where you can get a funky roll and maybe pounce on it. That one was too easy, right to one of the up men for Sam Houston State.
There's Michael Phoenix the second. So now Bauer will come back out at the quarterback position for the Bearcats. He led the last drive. See the scoring drive for New Mexico State there, their first touchdown of the ball game. 28-11, 8:35 left in this one. Bauer with the toss. McKinney trying to follow his blockers. Pick up a couple about the 28-yard line before he goes down.
He had his big bodyguard Colt Dietrich out front leading the way, 79. It's kind of unfair. You got these big old 300-pound offensive linemen going out to block a little 190-pound defensive back. I think that's kind of unfair.
They call it just a gain of 1 at the 27-yard line. It'll be second down and 9. We'll see the Bearcats trying to milk the clock here. The clock is their friend with that 28-11 lead. Bauer, quarterback draw, looking for room up the middle. Ran into a wall as he got to the 29-yard line. The whistle stopped the play. Last white shirts away. Edwards once again there along with Lawson.
This New Mexico State defense has forced 3 turnovers tonight, 2 interceptions by Cox, and a scoop and score return.
They got eliminated.
They did get eliminated, didn't they?
That's right, because you said the knee was down on the replay.
No, that was on the other fumble. The scoop and score can't. No, that was. Yeah.
That was on that fumble.
Oh yeah, it was on that fumble.
Bauer wants to throw on third down. Throwing caught near the 40-yard line. Caught by Ife Adey. Thrown back, but he's going to get forward progress for the first down.
It's getting late. Good job by Bauer getting outside the pocket. We saw that play a lot in the first quarter with Watson getting outside the pocket.
See Day, he's coming off the field after that tackle. Not a good sign if you're a Bearcat fan to have one of your key offensive members on the sidelines. You already got Hunter Watson out of the game. The ball now at the 39-yard line. New set of downs for Sam Houston. Ducker, the running back, goes left shoulder. Ducker goes straight ahead across the 40, the 41-yard line. You got McKendrick Beal as the quarterback. Remember, Hagler got shaken up on one of those last drives. So they've got a new center. It's McKendrick Beal who's moved over from the left guard to the center spot for the Bearcats. So both teams operating the same way. Center's gone, left guard's taking over the snapping duties.
And backup quarterbacks to finish this one out.
Under 6 minutes to go now as the clock continues to roll. Phoenix would come to the near side. It's part of a 2-receiver set. Bauer with a handoff. Ducker's nailed by Edwards. Great penetration there across the line of scrimmage by Cale Edwards. Throw that for a yard loss back to the 40-yard line.
Transfer from Montana, and they've been waiting for him to pop. He was one of their prize gets out of the portal. And he's been a bit underwhelming so far through the first quarter of the season, but a big play there to force a 3rd and long.
Coming to tonight's ball game, only had 8 tackles in 3 ball games. As you mentioned, they were waiting for him to make a bigger impact. We hit the 5-minute mark and counting here in the ball game. Bearcats with a 3rd down and 9 from their own 40. Empty backfield. Bauer steps up in the pocket, has some running room. He'll get to midfield, still on his feet, and he'll go down near the 45 in New Mexico State territory, but that's good enough for a 1st and 10 to keep the drive alive for the Bearcats.
That's a great pre-snap read by Bauer. He knew they were in man-to-man coverage. The middle of the field had been vacated by the linebackers. He had nothing but empty grass to run across that Sam Houston logo and pick up the 1st down.
15 yards on the carry on 3rd down for Jace Bauer. A new set of downs for the Bearcats, and they'll let that play clock wind down a little bit. Still got 15 on it. They'll have McKinney in the backfield this time, put him on the left shoulder. Give it to McKinney. No place to go. Hit right at the line of scrimmage and stopped for no gain. Coming off the edge was Sine Opayu, rather. And Renzi also there to help out. We're getting a timeout in New Mexico State. I think that is the indication. 4:07 left in this one. Sam Houston with the 28-11 lead. So we will take the timeout with him here with 4:07 left here in Huntsville on a Saturday evening. Jace Bauer hands to McKinney. Has some room. No, Bauer will keep. Boy, he should have given it to McKinney. He had room. And he was run down from behind by Tyler Martinez. And they'll stop that for no gain. Going to get another timeout here for New Mexico State. Let's watch this again. There's the hand.
Yeah,
boy, that middle was open.
Wide open, and he pulls it.
And Martinez stayed at home on the edge and was not fooled. No gain for Jace Bauer on that carry. What the Bearcats have done here is they've taken 4 minutes and 35 seconds off this clock. They started this drive with 8:35 left.
Yeah,
they've run 8 plays. They go closing out the schedule in late November. 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats. Bauer will keep it around the left side. 40, 35, tackled at the 30-yard line from behind. Big first down on a 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats.
You got a couple of nice blocks on the outside. Wide receiver number 6, Noah Smith, was there to make one of the blocks. And let's see who the second one was. He got a nice little double team out there on the outside.
Opiu is the guy who finally had to make the tackle.
Austin Smith, the tight end, backup tight end, also in as well, making a good block.
So put him down at the 29-yard line for a 16-yard pickup. 1st and 10 Bearcats. Running play, this is Ducker right up the middle. He'll get a yard or 2, but it just keeps that clock rolling as it will be under 3 minutes by the time the Bearcats have to snap it again.
Good inside penetration that time. 42 Noah Arenze.
Called his name a few times tonight.
Yeah, junior linebacker, transfer from Oklahoma. He's had a pretty good night this evening.
Ball at the 28-yard line in New Mexico State territory. 2:50 and counting. Still 18 on the play clock. Bearcats in no hurry. Standing around at the line of scrimmage. Simeon Evans will go to the top of the formation. You got Ducker on the left shoulder on this 2nd down play. Ducker's got the handoff, hit again right at the line of scrimmage. He'll do well to get forward for a yard to the 28 if they give him that. And again, Opiu is coming up from that linebacker spot. They're selling out on the run right now. And well, they should, because you know Sam Houston's just going to milk the clock.
Well, look, they've been keying on Jay Ducker all night. He was our player to watch. And look, he was New Mexico State's player to watch. 19 carries, only 39 yards here tonight for Ducker after having over 100 last week against Hawaii.
And we're going to come down to the 2-minute timeout. There it is. It's the 2-minute timeout here in Huntsville. Sam Houston that far away from racking up their 3rd win. 3rd down and 10 for the Bearcats. They're at the 29 in New Mexico State territory. Jace Bauer tried to drop it over the middle. The ball is swatted down at the line of scrimmage. He was trying to find Simeon Evans. The ball never got past the line.
Yeah, one of those big uglies, as Keith Jackson used to call them. Got one of those big paws up.
So we need a field goal try for Christian Pavon. He's 3 of 4 on the season with a long of 52. This will be from 46 yards on the far hash mark out of the hold of Jaden Cardell. Zach Stricker will be the snapper. Good look from our end zone camera here to see how he does. Good snap and hold. It's got the distance and it's got the accuracy right down the middle for Christian Pavon. 46-yard field goal is good and will stop the clock with 1:51 to play in this one here. The Bearcats up by 20.
A nice job by Bauer to lead the team down, respond to that touchdown from New Mexico State. Take some time off the clock.
13 plays, 45 yards, but more importantly, 6:44.
Yeah, 3 excellent drives here tonight.
They had an 8-minute plus drive and 2 6.5 plus drives in this ball game.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Coach Casey Keeler will be very happy about that. There are a couple of things he'll want to clean up in film
there's some
session.
execution he'd like to do different, right? But when you put together 3 scoring drives that total over 20 minutes of your ball game. You know, you're looking at 21, 22 minutes on 3 drives. That's crazy. 1:51 to play here in this one before we put it all in the books. Bearcats will go to 1-0 in Conference USA, while the Aggies will fall to 0-2. They lost to Liberty in week number 2.
Man, that was a heartbreaking defeat to Liberty 2 weeks ago. They led most of that game and really controlled most of that game against Liberty.
And they haven't been the same since they let that one get away. Pavon's kick, high end over end, will be taken at the 3-yard line. And up the numbers to the 20 is Washington, and out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So that is where the Aggies will scrimmage. Special teams running out of play with Samaje Burrell. He's happy with himself.
Hey, getting a little playing time.
Tell me how you really feel, Samaje.
That was one of those "did you see me" moments.
Ball at the 28-yard line in New Mexico State territory with 1:45 left. 3 receivers will be at the bottom of the formation. For Marucci, who's gone the distance at quarterback. Scrambles to his right, throwing down the sideline. Can't get his tight end. Trying to hook up with Lydiot, who had the touchdown catch on the last drive.
So the question for New Mexico State now is, how much can Marucci
illegal hands to the face on the defense, he said? Okay. Offense on the left tackle, Shamar Jackson. So
for
personal foul, walk it back to the 14-yard line.
Offensive coordinator Taylor Wright for New Mexico State. How much can they get this offense, get Marucci comfortable in this offense where they can expand it each and every week and continue to grow if he's going to be the guy?
So now it's second down and very long after the personal foul, or first and very long. Marucci in trouble, steps away from pressure. Up the middle he goes. The 20 hit from behind. Ball is out. Bearcats think they have it.
They do.
And they do. Turnover for the Sam Houston defense. Gaither. Kavion Gaither coming up with the loose ball. Let's watch again here as Marucci forced out of the pocket. Nice. Oh, and just popped out there. Nice job by the Bearcats.
Kendrick DeJour,
and he's had a pretty nice game on defense. We've mentioned him a few times.
Yeah, hustling, right? Coming from behind, late in the ball game, not giving up on the play, punching it out from behind.
Right there, Gaither goes scooping in on the backside here. So with 1:30 left in this ball game, all we need is for the Bearcats to take a knee a couple of times, and this one will go in the record books. Bauer kneels down on the first down snap. Little discussions there at the line of scrimmage. Not sure what happened there.
That's hot. Frustration starting to bleed over.
James Dawn looked like he was not happy. He's going to come off the field.
Yeah. As we mentioned, it is homecoming for former Bearcats. 2 players on the other side of that defense for New Mexico State.
Down to 50 seconds and counting. Going to have to snap it here with 46. And have to do it one more time. Well, if they don't, they haven't started. Now they start the play clock, and they waited until the game clock got to 39. So that should be the last snap of the ball game. The Sam Houston Bearcats are going to score a victory and avenge a loss last year at New Mexico State, 27-13 in their first ever meeting. So the all-time series is going to go 1-1 as the Bearcats even the score, each team with a home field victory. And Sam Houston, after starting with 2 tough road games on the season, winning at Rice before losing at UCF, come home to Bauer Stadium and come up with a couple of nice wins over Hawaii last week and New Mexico State here this week. Clock at 0. You hear the fireworks go off. Sam Houston wins it by a score of 31-11. And after we have the pleasantries exchanged at the center of the field, we'll try and get head coach Casey Keeler to come over and have a word with us.
But a good, solid win on homecoming day for the Bearcats. Go to 1-0 in conference play. Start the season off on a good note.